Let's make a clap. Nice.
So today, what a crazy day! What a crazy day! Epic day! So dope! The connection we had today.
Yeah.
And I thought, because the last day before I went back, we had also a very good connection. And I was like, whoa, that was dope. And then I thought,
Nice.
it would be hard when I'm back to get again that connection. And I was wrong. The first day, and it was so fucking dope, man.
That was really dope, man. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting really better and better. We're exploring new things.
There wasn't so many crowd, but I don't know, it was very funny. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of strange people. I was like flipping with some of them. The drunk guy that stayed maybe from the beginning nearly till the end, just on on the top row, just looking with a beer in his hand.
Yeah.
It was just, everyone was dancing, and he was just looking at us like this with his beer in his hand, like 1.5 hours straight, like
Yeah.
just looking like this. It was so.
That was definitely weird, man.
That was really
I had some struggle with that. There was a kind of a bit homeless looking dude. Yeah. Yeah, he was messed up and like a bit.
Yeah. And another man.
But also pretty cool. Like he gave us food and shit.
Yeah. It was no. I'm not saying in a wrong way. I'm saying it was funny. It was weird but funny, and he was just there.
Ah,
He
it's so
was
nice.
enjoying it.
Always with Tricky and Vicky, his girlfriend. Like they are really fans of the music, and it's so fun
Yeah,
to vibe with them. It's really fucking cool.
like dancing around and stuff.
In the end, there came this woman who was also super into it again. Like, you never know. At some point, you might be like, it's not the vibe, I'm gonna pack in. But then someone comes and he's like,
Yeah.
It's fun. It's just way more fun when it's with people. And from the people's side, I'm very pleased, man. Like,
Yeah.
but
And
money was weird today. Like, really.
Yeah, another
Maybe
one.
some guy bought weed from our money. I don't know. I didn't understand it. I didn't hesitate to go further into it because I thought if he now did it, then that's cool. But the joints was like 3, 4, 5 joints were going around today, and people were passing them, and it was always the student. I think he said, "Should I buy some weed with your money that you made now?" And I was like, "Is that where weed came from?" Or maybe that's just suspicious. If I understood him correctly, he just wanted to ask if we now want to buy weed.
Yeah, he was also strange. I couldn't understand him, what he was saying. He was trying to talk
in different language, but he was convinced to still talk.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It's like cool.
He was convinced that that we were gonna understand him, and he was talking, and I was like, what?
Well, I understood him for what I understood him, you know, like, and I think I got a picture of his being in that moment.
And then another like homeless guy, I think he was like 20 minutes in front of us, in front of the coin box. And I think, because it was so weird, he peed himself. Because he had his whole trousers like wet from one side.
Yeah.
And he was just dancing like this with the trousers wet. And then at one point he took the coin box, like the
luggage thing.
Yeah, the luggage thing. he shut it down and he started dancing with the coins. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, I don't notice nothing.
Yeah,
We need an assistant.
he was dancing like this with the coins. And I was like, what? And at the beginning I was, okay, should I stop him? Should I say something? But then he was like 1-2 minutes like this and then laid it back again. But it was like, what the fuck moment.
I also never stop something, like very rarely. Like some friends tell me like, well, why are you not defending your boundaries more? But I'm like, it's gonna happen, like it happens, and it's gonna, like, I'm gonna try to give it all to the music and communicate through music. I don't wanna get distracted and pulled into the real world.
Yeah, and then Sarah that came and sang. That was also nice.
Man, she's awesome, man. Very nice voice. Very enjoyable to
Yeah.
vibe.
And yeah, what I was gonna say before, the song that started like the last hour vibe, like very psychedelic vibe.
Oh yeah.
And the song that started it at the beginning, I didn't knew what to do. I didn't know what to do. I was like,
You mean this one slow one where you were like later, now I get it, or another one?
yeah, that's slow down. And then I was like, oh, now I get it. And then that song after that was like this really dope song because I started like, oh, I get it. I know the scale now. And then I started doing a melody, and that was the part where I just did the same melody the whole time. And it was like so dope, the melody, because it was very psychedelic.
You gotta try awesome. Something one day.
It was awesome.
Man, take silence, and when you want to make then use the silence and make it with that. Like we had that sometimes, I think.
Yeah. We had that also, like just a kick.
Just like taken away in the same second. I mean, like,
yeah.
I think I felt so dancey at times, man. I felt like I lost you at sometimes, and I was like sad because I wanna vibe with you, you know, I wanna communicate with you. So it's always it's a fun stretch of like, what do I do? Like, where do I go with the music, and do I like push you away because the music is so hard, or like? But then again, I think it happens, you know.
Yeah.
We devote to the music. We want to make the best music possible.
Yeah. It was like a strange mix today, because we started like always, but then we experimented a lot.
Yeah,
today.
I think that was good. Man.
Yeah. We started experimenting, and that was really good. I mean, another like, did you notice the old woman that was dancing a lot but really hard, like remembering past days where she was young and in the club or something, and she was an old woman with what was it?
Black hair?
No, lila hair. Or pink. No, it was lila. She was like short hair and lila.
Was she like on the right side of us?
Yeah. And I was looking at her, and she was like really into it and dancing like a 20-year-old guy, and she was maybe, I don't know, 60, and like this. Woo, woo, woo.
We gotta film the shit, man.
Yeah,
we gonna film the shit.
Very sad that we didn't get to film today. But well, we got the Zoom files.
Yeah.
Very nice crowd also, like a lot of friends. Yeah, we said it, but I was remembering all of them. Like this Senegalese man.
He was singing at some point. I was wishing, please come to the mic. How do you make us now?
And I was like talking to him. He was the one from one of the last days, the last week before I came.
Nice.
And he sold me weed. And he was the one that I said, I'm from Madrid. And he was like, yeah, who did your dreadlocks? Abu. And I was like, no way, yeah, Abu did my dreadlocks.
Nice.
Nice. That was so funny. And yeah, today he was saying to me that he could do my dreadlocks, and maybe I will do it because they have to be fixed.
man, for me it's always so intense. I noticed for myself, this is how I put it, the more vulnerable I am, the more they love it and the more I love it. But even if I look over there and then I get freaked out and then I play a wrong note, I still like that, because I'm like, at least I'm authentic, like and I'm expressing and going with them. And I sometimes also want to impress them. I want to be like, let me give you this, and then like be like, oh yeah, and then enjoy that gratification of like.
Today we did that a lot. Like they were in some drops, they were like screaming like, what?
It's just so nice to enjoy it together. It's a thin line, man, but it feels really good. Like it's. So what did you learn today?
Start you. You start.
I think I learned in my circuit tracks that when I had it on one weird mode that I didn't understand previously, I know it now at least how to turn it on and off the effect. I don't know what it does. Like all the little boxes turn white, and it's sometimes also stuck on one pattern, on one part of the whole loop. And I press shift in patterns. Like the pattern knob just shifts into the pattern knob on and off.
Yeah, I also learned something from the circuit tracks. I flipped when you did this. That was one of the things that I was missing, that I didn't know you could do with the circuit tracks. I want to buy it. When you showed me to change the patterns of the kick to do a drop. That is so amazing, man.
I just programmed it yesterday evening in there too.
That is so damn good, man. To be able to do that, you can make a whole song.
We can change so many patterns together, prepare so many loops and rhythms.
Yeah, like with two people, we can prepare the drops very good. And then explode.
If we prepare tracks, it's gonna be insane.
Let's do that, man. Prepare tracks.
Yeah.
I mean, these 2 weeks where I don't have to work and we do some tracks.
Dope. I have like tendency to go into that pleasing mode, I feel. Like I gotta show them that it's alright, I gotta impress them. And then I can enjoy. But the fun is the real fun, I mean, or another fun. It's then just like enjoying vulnerability together.
Yeah. That I see that, like, because maybe at the first time, like the first minutes were weird, but then it came out like a dope song. Like the preparation for the song was a little bit weird. But then with the cuts and with the effects, it was like, whoa, what a dope song. And it was like,
it was
experimenting
amazing,
together in something that you don't know if it's gonna turn right or wrong. And then something really nice comes out and it's like,
it was really fun. And it was
really, that's dope.
But you can be like, it's so flirtatious, like music in and of itself. Like you throw someone something unconditionally, they pick it up and maybe they're like, oh, they feel like they react. Answer.
Yeah, sometimes I feel I am enjoying much more than the audience. I'm like, damn, this is so dope.
I always feel guilty when I do that, man. I have it too. It's so good and it's so enjoyable. But
yeah, I'm like, whoa, this is so damn good. And then maybe the people don't see it that way. And I'm like really hyped
because on a personal level, that they probably see someone really crazy. That's my feeling. If they see someone like completely out of his mind, like
no, but I don't care about that. I just keep dancing around and being myself, what the body wants to express.
Do you have moments where you remind, let's say that where I definitely feel I remind myself like, oh, make audience contact, like because people told me that's
yeah.
advice. Now I'm like, it's become a habit to think about like, yo, make contact with the guys, like just look around and like listen to
I often do that, like, and I like it, but because then I see moments like the old woman or the guy with that peed himself, and I was just like looking and laughing at the people because it was like so funny, everything, the situation.
Yeah. It's such a game of faith though, like we were talking about this yesterday. How I can be so chill with not knowing like if the music will provide and or like what I do will be sustainable. But yeah, I gotta do my best too. Like
and the first thing to notice that you are doing it right is that if you yourself are enjoying it. We enjoy it a lot, and then we give like a little bit of, I don't know, motivation to the people. They see, whoa, these guys are enjoying it so much. It attaches to people. Like the way you enjoy the music makes them say, whoa, this is good, I think.
Okay, what did you learn?
Yeah, maybe about like what we were saying, the connection with the people, to looking up, because today I was doing that a lot because there were a lot of people that we knew. I was looking up to see if they were enjoying it, and then Sarah came also, and then we were like just looking to each other. So I was looking a lot around, and then I don't know, people just came. They gave us a half durum. They gave us like 3 beers. They gave us like 4 times a joint, and I don't know. It was because I think we were connecting more to the people as usual.
It's funny to ask yourself what you learn, man. If you want to learn how to enjoy it, if your goal is like enjoyment.